Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Murder on Eridanos. I'm Colonel RPG as usual, and we are in Rizzo's Research and Development District lab. And let's see what we have here. Trial K08 has produced moderate results. The zero-calorie sweetener produces 36% of the amount of dopamine compared to popular cigarette brands. It is possible that this is as far as we can go without introducing substances that would categorize this as a tobacco product, and we're already towing the line as is. I'm interested in a trial with a larger set of subjects. However, our lab's resources are getting cut thanks to the new lab that's begun across the hall. Maybe we can, quote, offer, unquote, it to our, quote, colleagues, unquote, in the marketing lab. Show them a thing or two regarding proper science. Yeah, these people here are very upset about marketing department. Lab resources over here. Dr. Blossom, I apologize, but I wouldn't be doing the team justice if I didn't question the budget cuts this lab has seen. We have had to shelve 3 products, and we are losing 2 more researchers. Honestly, whatever's being developed in the lab across the hall better be more addictive than Adrenatime. I didn't realize Adrenatime was particularly addictive. I thought it just made people into marauders. If you use it once, even? I'm not... Either way, yeah, that wasn't Rizzo's, though. Adrenatime is from somebody else. I don't remember the company. We have Marketing Lab over here. I apologize for our team's outburst at the product presentation. I assure you we didn't intentionally mean to scream in terror and assume the fetal position when Spectrum Brown and its slogan were unveiled. It has to be something the Marketing Lab did. For law's sake, they aren't even real scientists. And stop immediately. This is from Blossom to the Department of Marketing and the Product. I am sending this message to both teams in Marketing and Product Labs. I do not know the extent of your squabbles, but they end here. If it weren't for the incredible projection Spectrum Brown shows, we'd all be out of work after that embarrassment at the presentation. I expect more from both departments. And that's from Blossom as well. What in the Architect Blaze is going on? And that is the one... An apology in 15 minutes. There we go. That is what we read last episode. So we are looking around. We're trying to sneak past enemies in here. Fortunately, I'm particularly good at stealth, I think.
It's like something out of my nightmares.
Yeah. They see me. How am I going to get there? Oh, that's curious. I didn't know there were 2 bars. Because I never sneak. Okay.
Here they come.
Oh, they definitely do not come. They do not come. Parvati, you are. Parvati was the one specifically. No, was it actually Parvati or is it Felix? Either one of them. It was one of them.
That I ever want to see in my life.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Was the one that was like, oh, let's save them. We're so nice. Oh, freaking hell. Okay, that's water. We're good. We're safe. We made it. I think. I don't believe the game stops when we're doing this. Dispense sedative gas. Okay, all of them are out. We did it without fighting. Good. Return to Dr. Blossom.
Erratic footsteps that my pacing delirious employees have ceased. So I presume the sedative worked. Please return for consultation at once. And do remember, unauthorized access to confidential Rizzo's information is a capital offense.
I've been dealing with capital offenses for the whole game. I've been capital offending a lot of people. Anyway, let's see what we have over here. From New Employee Orientation, welcome to, quote, it's actually just blank. We're happy to have you as the new mechanic/custodian at blank. It is your responsibility to ensure your location of employment is tidy and works like a charm. Your duties include, but are not limited to, cleaning of all surfaces, regular maintenance of all machinery. Sorry about that break. Regular maintenance of all machinery, restocking employee break areas, maintenance of all electronic systems, keeping inventory of the location's operational item reserves, Wait, what? Reserves item operational location of the inventory keeping. I don't understand that sentence. I read it. I realized I read it the other way around, but I already read it the first. Keeping inventory. Oh, keeping inventory. Right, keeping track of the locations, the reserves of the items for the operational. Of the operational items of the location. Yeah, right. Voluntary assistance for the lab's research as needed. That's your duty. It's voluntary. Maintaining thorough documentation of your possible successor. For your possible successor, rather. And filed how to be a janitor. Training file corrupted. Please guess how to do your job to the best of your ability. And then we have logs over here. First day. I've gotten 17 requests from the lab workers that I had to respond to, and also managed to find time to sweep, mop, and buff this whole place. I was hoping that the employee, quote, how to, unquote, document would help with some of these machines that I have never seen before in my life, but guess what? The asshole left it completely blank. Gas hookups over here. I got a request from Dr. Blossom to hook up the gas lines to some canisters that's mixed with a heavy sedative for dispersal in the lower labs, so she knew. She did this on purpose. Like the employees going crazy. That's her fault. I mean, obviously it is her fault. She's the supervisor, but that's on purpose, her fault, not just by accident her fault, or by systemic accidents, because it's very clear that the accidents are systemic. Luckily, I have got enough experience cleaning all the muck that builds up in the vents to get it all done in a couple of days. Still, I wonder what they're needing this for. I think they took the last of the Raptidons out of the lab last week. I guess the pheromone flavoring results weren't as promising as they had hoped. How's that related? Utility terminal jackpot. Since I read that stupid orientation document, I've been hoping they'd cast me to volunteer for something, and here it is. I get to be a taste tester for the newest Spectrum flavor. I'm heading to the lab right after I fix the clog in the showers. So exciting. So clogging the showers. Let's be on the lookout for that. So we got in, since we don't have enemies now, and the game can be enjoyed to its fullest extent. I want to see where we got in. So this is definitely where we got in, right? Was it? No. I did explore this. But not thoroughly. We have some chips, or some bits, I should say. Sulfur Soaked Top Hat. This top hat once belonged to Captain Phazon of Byzantium, last seen on, quote, Terror on Monarch, unquote, standing much too close to the edge of a sulfur pit. This pungent accessory should serve as a reminder of the many terrible dangers found on Monarch, and a further example of why no self-respecting Halcyonite should ever visit. That is... yeah, that place stinks. People keep saying. And sulfur is indeed what gives smell to poo. It's not the only thing, but it is mostly the thing that makes poo smell really nasty. And that is why sulfur pits smell of poo, because it's wet. Yeah, they smell of sulfur, but the poo smells of sulfur. That's what it's fine. So, did you guys all get knocked out? No, they got killed. Okay, well, does the game not have a knockout state? I'm actually trying to remember if the game has that or not. Because otherwise, if it doesn't, then this decision is even more meaningless than it already was. Because it was super meaningless. Because, you know, it doesn't matter. We're not going to save these people. I mean, I don't know. I would guess
it's all on the wrist.
It is. I would guess it's actually all in the fingertips, but whatever. At least I think so. I'm not an expert, but if I were in their position, I probably would need some sort of therapy. If not only to get, I mean, I would need something first to get me out of that state of them being deranged or whatever they're called. And let's actually check, because we can check over here. What is it? Frenzied, that's the one. I would need to stop being frenzied, and then after stopping that frenzy, I would need the therapy to be like, oh, what happened to me? and just be okay with my past reality. Because I imagine that that makes all sorts of troubles for one's sanity. Being effectively possessed. I mean, they act like they're possessed. I'm pretty sure some of them are. Because those little... Yeah, because the way the game explained it, the little worms sort of control thoughts and stuff. I don't know. What else do we have in here? Nothing. Or the usual. What?
Oh my law. It's you. Wait. What do you think you are?
Dr. Blossom? Captain, we gotta hurry.
No, she's dead. I don't know where she is and why she talked. Also, I do know why this happened is because the back key on my mouse. Oh, this is where we got in, right? The back key on my mouse is the melee key. Oh, she opened the door.
Dr. Blossom was a horrible person.
Yes.
But she was going to cooperate with you. Somebody wanted to keep her quiet.
Dr. Blossom's office keycard.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yes, it's Dr. Blossom being dead.
Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they were still alive.
Let's examine the body. You're sure you heard gunshots earlier, yet this victim's loss of blood is oddly minimal. After much thought, you're unable to deduce any further details. Search the immediate area. Although you distinctly remember hearing gunshots over the intercom, you don't see any bullet casings. However, or whoever Dr. Blossom confronted over the intercom, they dispatched her and all 4 of these scientists without much resistance. Means they must be well trained. Some kind of...
What an awful place to die. What do you think happened to her?
It was some kind of sharpshooter that I was trying to read, but apparently the game precedes these on its own? Which it definitely should not. Oh my god, it really should not. It super should not, but like besides the super it shouldn't, because everybody knows it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. Like, if we're being serious, it shouldn't. But also, obviously, it shouldn't. Some kind of sharpshooter or adventurer. Or both, I would say. 5 kills in and out before we could catch a glimpse of the culprit? I'd expect more blood.
The killer might have been in a hurry. I guess that makes sense, if they were after something else.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. There's computers. Joint actuators.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Dead people.
The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned. Timeline discrepancy. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time. And
You know, this is the sort of dialogue that I really would like to
already scanned.
skip, is making him not say that.
Not gonna... Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay. This is... This is Dr. Blossom. Eridanium gigaseous Slug Research Report 1. Subject: a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to the top of the board. But at the end of the day, they still look like my brother would if he ever stopped wearing that damn toupee. Initially found these little bastards suckling on the hairy undersides of a teacup canid. Much like my brother, who works for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some spectrum on the dissection subject. It's fine. Yeah, I think I see a couple sacs in the worm. Might secrete enzymes or poison or something. We'll figure it out later. Starting to see doubles, so I'm going to switch to working on the Gatling. Almost got the spectrum lock done.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was just here mere moments earlier in the timeline.
Oh. Let's examine the fuse box. There's a cut wire in the box. Someone wanted the power out to something, but you're not quite sure what.
See that red wire? Whoever cut that wire was trying to disrupt the circuit. They could have sealed the lab doors temporarily. At least until the failsafes kicked in.
I want to see... Did I misread that? Someone wanted the power cut to something. Right, not out to something. Let's examine the grate.
Looks like a standard ventilation shaft to me. Somebody around my size could have crawled in. Wouldn't have been comfortable or, you know, clean. Ventilation shafts usually turn into sprat nests.
Mm-hmm. Because you build them like tanks. If you made ventilation shafts like real-life ventilation shafts, they wouldn't hold birds. I can't do anything about that, though. And Parvati's definitely beefier than I am. If she can fit in there, I can fit in there, is all I'm saying. But obviously I can't. So it is time for the terminals, I suppose. So we got 2 terminals. Oh, this one is a thing. How do I get in there? Oh, through here, obviously. Spectrum Gatling terminal, all core systems operative. Weapon requires loaded Spectrum vodka array to be functional. Oh no. Spectrum vodka deposited 1 out of 8. Oh no, at least it doesn't use Spectrum vodka as ammo. Let's view lab notes here. Spectrum Gatling terminal. The Gatling taunts me from behind its glass cage. The infernal void-damned thing refuses to work, and I know the exact cause. It's me. Why am I wired like this? Why? Whenever I try to fiddle with the internals sober, I broke parts off. Right. The lack of comas. It's not incorrect, it's just hard to read, cold read. Whenever I tried to fiddle with the internals sober, I broke parts off. Actually, yeah, you probably could use a comb over there. Yeah. Or connections failed to fire, or pieces stuck out of the casing and shorted out some other components. So, of course, the solution was obvious. Get at least a little plastered prior to the work period. Every work period. When I'm relaxed, my hands don't shake, and it's so much easier to see where things should fit or how to bridge certain connections. The problem, of course, is that I also get, quote, artistic, unquote. Why should a weapon work on mechanics alone? Why shouldn't you have to say... why shouldn't you have to, say, slot 1 of every single fucking kind of Spectrum vodka into the thing before it will fire for the first time. I don't even know if it's tied to the weapon's internals or if it's some kind of lock, but it seems like it should fire and absolutely will not. I have to get 1 of every kind of Spectrum, including black. I can only hope the storage warehouse has had a recent shipment of the entire Spectrum, or all this work will have been for nothing. I have to be the dumbest genius this side of Halcyon, and that's Blossom. Let's open the case. Error. Not all Spectrum flavors are present. It says 1 out of 8. How do you mean 1 out of 8? I can't... Where do I put them? I must have like all 5,000, right? Lab terminal, welcome Dr. Blossom. View download confirmation. Lab terminal file, error file deleted, was successfully downloaded to external data cartridge. Report to Administrator Ludovico, who himself is a suspect. Right. Messages here, let's see. From Administrator Ludovico, Alcyon Helen's lab tour. Apologies for the late notice, but Miss Bellamy has requested a tour of the facilities while she is visiting Eridanos as Halcyon Helen. Please prepare for her arrival in the morning. And then, note to self from Blossom. Well, Leora, that's her name. You did it again. At long last, you located a bottle of Spectrum Black hidden in a crevice of musty shelf space in the storage warehouse last night. Then much closer to finally getting the Spectrum Gatling to work. And what happened? You got all the way back to the water tower before running into a group of primals already diverting themselves with fruits of the fermented variety. One bad blackout later, and here you are, covered in primal vomit without the Spectrum Black. Get it together. And let's see, to all the employees. And that is the one that is in 15 minutes. There we go. And we have files over here. The file has been deleted, and I cannot hack it back, even though that is probably the first thing that hacking a computer gets you, I suppose that's not how it works, but if you're learning how to hack a computer, the first skill you will learn is how to recover files that have been deleted. Namely, you open the trash bin and you, that's, I mean, technically, it's not a hack, it's a feature, but anyway, because people don't know. But there are other features that allow you to recover files. File recovery is a whole thing. Anyway, tests involving the parasite Eridanium gigaceum? Sure. Colloquially dubbed, quote, slugs, unquote, have produced outstanding results. Even when compared against our most promising methods of producing a brain chemical dependency, the pheromone the little buggers secrete produces dopamine more efficiently than anything on record. Further tests will continue research how much of the compound we can introduce to subjects and observe the effects. Despite our less than ideal presentation to administration, the product impressed for two main reasons. As mentioned before, this product will produce that boozy feel-good stimulus like no other, but more importantly, the pheromone's makeup is completely unique, which means there are no regulations surrounding its classification. The idea of a completely addictive product with zero law surrounding it would certainly justify any means.
What kind of monster kills all these people over a data cartridge?
Yeah, that too. I was actually thinking of Rizzo, but that I mean, yes. The data cartridge as well. So I can't figure out where to put things. It might be just because I don't have them on me. I only have the one type. I admittedly haven't been picking up a whole lot of bottles. So I don't think we have any around here. Anyway. We're good on that. I believe we are also good on the level itself. We are not. We haven't been there. Oh, no, wait. That's the other floor. Right. And we have been everywhere. Or have we? I'm not 100% sure that there's fog of war. I think we have. It makes sense that we have. But if we haven't, then I suppose that's it. So one thing I might want to do is collect all the types.
Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollinization cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time. Releasing the waspitos for pollinization. Cycle is now in progress.
I don't really know what a waspito is, but I think we're about to get educated in a hurry.
Oh, yeah. We're about to get educated. We're gonna find out. Don't worry about it. Oh, freaking hell. Oh, we can hear it with this. I think. Good job shooting that tree. They are reskinned. No, they're not reskinned. They're new. Not trying to shoot you. I know your eyes. I was gonna say they are. That's good. They're reskinned the little things, but it isn't.
Did you know that waspitos will persistently chase an opponent for miles on end? At Rizzo's, we value the dogged work ethic these noble insects display. What were they called? The mock apple cider, yeah. The bees in it wasn't Byzantium. I don't know where they were. But there were bee-like enemies that we have seen already. So they don't stress me out too much.
Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging. Timeline discrepancy detected. Timeline. Congratulations, Inspector.
I think there's more.
Discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
There is more, and there's also a person, Carter.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Outside. Oh, it keeps going.
Congratulations.
Or does it?
You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as.
Oh, it shuts up if I start combat. It makes sense.
Caution advised. Waspito venom back from its
Sorry, I can't hear you right now. Oh, hi. The bees can't go past that. They're blocked by geometry. We did, a little. Now, what was this person over here? It's a sublight thug with a machine gun.
You're fast.
I did, yeah.
Stand in awe before our huge Rizzo's Hothouse Conservatory trademark. This building hosts almost as many plant breeds as we have delicious products. Almost. Are you wondering about that omnipresent warm and fragrant mist? That's just our all-natural fertilizing spray, made of pureed Sissy Pig waste products. From nature, back to nature. Our spray is part of the cycle of life. Note,
It is
Rizzo
poo.
discourages inhalation of its safe and natural liquid fertilizer.
Kiss
In
is poo.
case of accidental inhalation, please record any unusual effects and give that record to the nearest Rizzo's employee as quickly as possible. Remember, you are part of the Rizzo's family. Be kind to your family.
With poo. You make them inhale poo spray. Oh boy. Anyway, we're out of time for the day, so we're gonna see what we have in there in the next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been The Outer Worlds. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.